I'm Joe.
I'm Andy.
And I'm Kieran, and this is an AI quick take on AI and the metaverse. So, what is the metaverse? Well, it is a virtual space that exists in the internet that anyone can go into. And there's a lot of different implementations of the metaverse, but you might have had some experience with past versions of these with things like Minecraft or Animal Crossing. Essentially, a world where people can gather and connect about different things. There's a lot of different types of gaming that goes on there. There are a lot of companies working on building collaborative workspaces and then just social gatherings. Some of the companies that are investing in the metaverse right now are some of your favorites: Microsoft, Apple, Google, as well as some others that you may not have heard of, such as Epic Games and Unity Technologies, who have been constructing gaming software for decades now. You can't really have the metaverse without AI. It enables things like creating these virtual worlds, building the textures and the shapes and the colors. It also allows you to create your avatars. And then there's a ton of AI just to be able to get into the metaverse. So all of your wearables have all sorts of AI, from computer vision algorithms, natural language processing, audio processing, just to enable this virtual world. And so it's an exciting space. It's very new, and we don't yet know what exactly is going to come of it.
That's right. And I'll go ahead and talk a little bit about the bad of AI in the metaverse. So all of that AI requires a lot of data. And when we have data, we have the threat of privacy violations. A good example of that might be, a lot of headsets right now are doing eye tracking, and tracking your eyes might be of concern to you. Also, we can imagine that a future metaverse has essentially all the bad of the current internet carried over, all the bad that we aren't able to figure out or haven't figured out yet. So harassment, the ills of operating anonymously, and all the bad actors that are out there. Another thing to think about is that companies are building out the metaverse or metaverse experiences, and companies have agendas that aren't good for people or don't match up with what's healthy for people. So we have that to look forward to. And then also there's something to be said about, creating virtual worlds and sort of leaving the real world behind. We obviously have a lot to do to make our real world and our real planet better. So let's not abandon it for a future in another plane. Andy, you want to talk about the buggy?
Yeah, like any new technology, the metaverse is full of bugs. So obviously, like Joe mentioned, security is not figured out. There could be data losses. There could just be instability, like the metaverse could go down. Also, people like me can get motion sickness when they're in the metaverse. The equipment that you're wearing to be in the metaverse could be really heavy. It's really expensive. It might not be very physically comfortable. And on top of that, it's not very accessible. So if you're not able-bodied, that means if you can get a device working for you, you could be able-bodied in the metaverse, but the companies haven't turned around to making accessible devices yet. So if you don't have access to vision, you're going to have a hard time participating in the metaverse right now. And of course, like any emerging technology, it's really only available to the wealthy. Also, there's so many verses. Which metaverse are we meeting in? Are each of these companies that Kieran mentioned are all developing their own verses? And inside of those, there might be different games and different spaces. So it's not like there's like one metaverse. So that means that we don't actually have a true sense of place or presence yet where we could be enjoying the metaverse and the benefits it brings us. So that's it on the good, the bad, the buggy of AI and the metaverse. If you want to hear us talk more in depth about everything we just mentioned, go ahead and check out the whole episode. It's already out.
Thanks.
Bye.
Thank you.